Melee right.
Everyone in. Aura Master. Move out of the red lines. Melee, go back to the right.
Okay, we got one Drake.
The other one's down
We
too.
didn't get both? Alright. Sapper on deck.
We have several people with the shadow debuff, so
Using Frenzied Regen for this onslaught at the back. Work on these melee ads. Get out of the red lines right away. Guys, don't get gibbed by these red lines. You're causing a lot of healing to happen that doesn't have to.
Sapper.
Everyone in. Power barrier. Move out. Move out. Red line. Get these melee ads down.
Sapper incoming.
Get these melee ads down. Dots on all.
onslaught.
Back.
Everyone in. Aura Master. Rally cry.
Drake on this side.
Drake on the right. Melee right.
Domino.
I'm the only one on the left.
I just got targeted.
Yeah, I got hit by a melee ad.
Okay. So, how are the dragons going?
They're doing better.
Okay.
All three
Traxxas, I want you to concentrate on making sure that the melee ads have your dots on them, okay? And how many?
Yeah,
Two.
the deck ads are really suffering here.
Yeah, the deck ads we had all 3 sets.
6.
Yeah.
Aura was taking a beating.
I'm not quite sure why, because there's quite a lot of time when the dragons aren't reeled in, so they're not even meleeable.
It's because we're spending time running to that onslaught. And then after onslaught hits, we go to get back on the melee ads, and the dragons are back down and ready to get killed again.
There's something else going on with it though, because I know when we started with my ads, and one of mine was about half health, and Aura still had some up. So I don't know what's going on there. Is it that during onslaught the DPS is going to the closest ad, or do they go right for Aura's ads? Because technically, I mean, order would have been Aura's would have been first to die, then mine, and then Aura's.
Well, let's
Yeah.
get to Mark.
Yeah, Tanks, can you, like Aura, so you're starting, can you get a skull on the Dread Blade? And if possible...
I'll put a skull on the Dreadbolt
Yep.
because he needs to pick up the first 2 right away.
And
So you
an
can
X on
snake
the, on an X maybe on the Slayer, that's Aura's ads. And that way we always know the ones marked are Aura's ads and need to go down first. The ones that are unmarked will be Domino's ads. Obviously you're going to target the Dreadblade first, you all know that. However, when the third set of ads dropped, you're always going to make sure you're on the unmarked ads because Domino's got to run around. Domino, if you have to, just keep them near Aura. Just don't face, your Dreadblade towards everybody else so that the melee can use their AoE on the ads until the ads are down.
Do remember that the right side, the green side, is the neutral place for melee to run to if there's not fire over there, so do try and keep the melee ads over there. So we can switch right off.
Basically, if you can always tank them over there, unless there's a deck fire, just do it that way. Makes it simpler.
Okay. Over which side
if
again?
we're
was
still,
it?
Green side.
Psycho, you have the You have the thing that when you turn it on, it hits everything around it, right? I forget what ability,
Killing
which spec
spree.
that is. You have that? Where it
I
AoEs
have
everything?
Sense 9.
Oh,
but
you
I
don't have a.
Killing Spree.
Alright. That one we sort of need you to have for heroics because it's important on a lot of them, like Xana's, like
He's assassination, not combat.
Whichever one is, I don't know, you push something and then whatever you're doing to your one target,
It's a different,
it's
completely
multiplied
different
on-
spec mid.
Yeah, it's completely but
Yeah, Blade Fury is for combat only.
Right. What I'm saying is maybe next time can you have that spec as well?
Respec.
I can have it as my secondary, but that's going to be rough on my kid.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
okay.
everything changes completely. I've got to change everything to this. I've got to change everything to that. And I literally have to research it all as well. I'll work on
All
it.
right,
I
we'll
will-
talk about
Okay,
it after.
okay. Yeah, no worries. Let me do a rep check.
I'm the only one up top. Never mind.
Yes, we know. Augie is short. He is a gnome. He is very easy to miss.
What about the
I don't have
floating
shadow
Halo
protection.
priest right next to you?
Oh, I do.
All right.
I'm gonna start it up, guys. You guys ready
I
out
didn't
there?
even see you, Aggie.
Yep.
Thanks.
You're invisible.
I do have invisibility potions.
I can't hit Gloriana from there.
Neither can I.
Yeah, I can't hit Goriana at all, so.
Just hit the drakes, guys. Just hit the drakes. Use your cooldown on those ads, guys. Melee, use your cooldowns on them. Get out of the red.
I pulled threat. I pulled.
Incoming Drake on right side.
Everyone in. Or a mastery.
Right Drake is down.
That's it.
Now.
Sapper.
Sorry, Melee.
Anyway, it's
Sapper got the.
Okay.
Right side Ed. Or Drake.
Sapper on the deck.
Left stead. Right flew away.
Everyone,
Separate
the back,
onslaught
it's at the back.
on frenzy regen.
I'm dead, by the way.
Boat's gonna
My
die.
res is down. Yeah, we can't let any Sappers get through. It's gonna be a vote. Thank you. Everyone in. Power Barry. Red Lions.
I was
Both
hemming and
set.
I ended up dying.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we're doing better on the Drakes. A little progress there. However, because
And
we
the
don't
melee
soak all, and the melee ads, yes. But because we don't soak all the little purple circles, no sappers can get through, and all 10 people need to be in onslaught so that the boat doesn't take more damage because it's shared. So, yeah, getting better and better each time.
Do we have someone dedicated to the sapper on this one, or just everyone's got to handle?
Our tanks, well, basically our tanks are dedicated to making sure they get stunned, and our ranged really should be killing them. I really don't want the melee having to run, unless they get gripped into where the melee is, which it should on the third onslaught, because it'll come all at the same time. I don't want the melee having to run across the boat to kill the sapper. That makes no sense, because we already are having enough running for them with trying to stay at the side and keep the melee ads under control at the same time. So whether Domino's tanking ads or not, he'll always be gripping that sapper and chaining it. But Aura will also, when he doesn't have ads, he'll also be going after it and bashing it, stunning it, and the ranged DPS can turn around and shoot it. Truthfully, probably don't even have to have everybody, like, probably just Augie, because it puts a slow, and Charisse. Traxxas can concentrate on reapplying ads to melee ads and stuff like that.
Yeah, dotting, that's taking up a lot of my rotation time.
I know. Yes, I know. When I try to do it on my
Go
boomkin and put
I mean-
dots on everything, it does. It takes up most of your time, and then your normal rotation on the Drake that's down.
Yeah, Affliction will probably be better here, honestly, because with the glyph for Soul Swap, you keep the dots on them, you suck it in, and then you can shoot it somewhere else.
So all you need to
Yeah.
do is get a complete another set of gear, and then get it all set up to go for Affliction, and you'll be set.
I know, right? I do the same thing with combat.
Wait, do we have all our buffs?
Tinkerdeck, when we get the first set of ads, can you hit me with a salve? Because I'm going all out on them, and I pulled threat last time.
Yes.
Let me ask you
I
a
pulled
question.
threat on the second one.
Do we want a time warp at the beginning?
Well, there's
No,
two.
we need it for Black
There's
Warcraft.
two things. There's two things you can time warp for. You can. There's if you're having problems with phase 1 until you learn it, people will time warp on the second set of
That's
dragons.
exactly
Okay.
what I'm thinking here.
Once we get past that point where we're not having problems on the ads and the dragons and we're all comfortable, then the next best time to time warp is when Goriana lands, so we can get her off the boat as quickly as possible. So right now we're struggling a little with this phase, so let's do
I'd
time
rather
warp
see us
on
get to the
second set.
phase, but-
Yeah. So let's use it on the second set of dragons.
I'm trying to. I know I probably shouldn't, but people weren't really taking a whole lot of damage, or Tinkerbell was really good about keeping everybody up, as well as you. So I was dotting and putting stuff on the drakes.
That's cool, as long as we have dedicated tanker die that he's watching those tanks, because when they're tanking,
Well-
they're tanking too.
Right.
And, you know, me and you are raid healing.
I put shields on both the tanks and Prayer of Mending that bounces around. So, I mean, it's not like I'm not healing. I was just trying to help because I felt like my heals were just over-healing.
No, that's fine. I do the same thing. I didn't that time, but yeah, I usually do too. Alright, you guys are ready? I'm going to start it up.